Right, back again. Oh, very special day today, isn't it? Today is definitely the factory yet to come. We're gonna lay the cornerstone today. But other news, I did debase myself and actually go look at the Factorio wiki. And I learned how to make a latch. And I will now show you how to do that. This is how this is gonna work. You actually need five deciders here. So that's not great. So first off, obviously, you connect up your red line. No, wait, don't do that. Do this. It's better. Connect up your red lines to your two main deciders, and these guys are going to hold the threshold for us. So um, we want to make copper ore when this tank right here has over 80,000 in it. Great. And right here, same deal. We want chlorine then to switch on, less than or equal to, when it falls to, let's just say 3,000, 30,000. There. So the ideal world we want is that it will fill to 80,000 and then it will trickle down to 30,000. It'll fill to 80,000, everything will start making copper ore. And then this will drain down to 30,000 as chlorine is consumed. At 30,000, it'll switch back over to making more chlorine. At this way, it won't thrash back and forth. The word is hysteresis, I learned. That's a fun word. We will continue to consume guts, so nothing will store up here, and we will have all the chlorine and all the vent, and we will just be real, true, ultimate winners. So we got to plug these things in here, right? Oh, right here we want when we hit over A7 R for reset will be 1. And right here, S for set. We do set and reset because that's what they had in the wiki. And I think in the wiki it was so long as set is greater than reset output set. Then, no wait, it was something a little different. Uh-oh, I forget. You have to wire it in back to front so that it flows. Um, no, I know what it was. We need an or, and then set is greater than reset on green. Because we separate the two wires right here and we have the or. This is not, the tutorial did not have this because this is new semantics. So while red or green is greater than 1, but neither red nor green can sum to more than 1, which was the big problem. I think it was a problem. Yeah, it was a problem. So what'll happen here is one day this will trip. We will have less than 30k, and then S will enter the system. S will enter the system on the red wire. It will be greater than reset because we are going to be below, we won't be above 80k. So set will be 1, reset will be not present. And then this right here will be true. So S, which is 1, and reset, which will be not present, this will be true, so we will output set on the green circuit. That's the output, because we're using a green wire here to connect the output back to the input. And so this will also flick on. Then, eventually, what will happen is reset will trigger, and R will be 1. Then this will be false, and this will be false, and set will be 0. So we have two states that we're toggling between. There is set equals 1 and set is not present. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook these two over here and we're going to make sure that they're correct. So you don't go on chlorine anymore. You go on set greater than, no, reset. So set equals 0. When set equals 0, you need to make this. Right here, and when set is greater than 0, you output chlorine. So this is it. So right now, because we have not hit a set yet, there is nothing in the system. Chlorine is draining out. There's a way we can test this, right? Build ourselves a nice little tank. And then, oh, it doesn't drop it all the way. Oh no. We have to wait for it to bleed out a little bit. Alright, this won't take long. This will take about a minute. And because we have no S in the system, no set, we use this recipe. We make copper. And that is how it is processed. And this just represents slowly draining down the chlorine reserves. The threshold we put in was 30K, and it's slowly getting down there. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Then, here, let's go take a look at the coke situation, because that's the other thing I have to deal with today before I start on the factory yet to come. Oh, we're full up here. Alright, so I'm just going to double the dinosaurs, bringing coke to sodium hydroxide, and I'm hoping that's going to work. Oh, 30K, almost there, the magic moment's about to happen. And then, oh, I saw a blip. This got turned off, this got turned on. And now we're switching over. It's so very hard, I should probably put better hands there. But whatever, we are switching over, we are making chlorine again. And if I remove this, dumping all of this chlorine back into the big tank, we are now over 30K, but this hasn't tripped on and this is still going because we have latched on this value. It's now propagating on the green circuit, running back and forth. From input to output to input to output. And it will continue doing that until R arrives. And R isn't going to arrive until we're over 80K. So, this should work. This should work with big, chunky periods. And without a lot of thrashing back and forth. So, I feel I did something good there. I feel like I need to get rid of this treated wood. It should not have been in my inventory ever. I think it should probably go right here, right? There you go. Alright, so next up, we have to clone a dinosaur to double the amount of coke coming into the sodium hydroxide area. Acetylene, sodium hydroxide, and so on and so forth. And then probably double the way for that to be distributed. You know what I mean? I wish I had more shells. I should probably increase Zillifo yet again. Alright, right here. This is what we're doing. Where are you, dinosaur? We already have 2 dinosaurs here? You're huffling over to get more. And you just made a delivery. Wow, we already have 2 dinosaurs. Ooh. This is not a situation I foresaw. Alright, I want you just to do more. We now have 3 dinosaurs on this route. What I'm gonna do... This is irritating. We're gonna do something dumb. Freely admitting what I'm doing right now is dumb. That's okay. I can be dumb. I have a new factory to build. Does this work? If I do this, does it make a full belt? So let's find out. Alright, so right there, I want input priority from the right, please. I like what they do. I don't like how tall the towers are. They're kind of very obstructive, you know? Did I get this right? No, I did not get this right. I had that turned the other way. Alright, so now we have 3 dinosaurs pulling coke out. We should have 2 full lines at all times. Maybe we're good. Maybe this is alright. And we need yet another dinosaur. That's a terrible thought. So we'll see. These guys are kicking on for the first time in a while. Just using a ton of coke in order to make things I don't really want, actually. And we need that next shell delivery. But none of this means anything to me. I'm going to begin the great work now, my friends. Long coming, the day is finally here. We need lots of concrete. We don't really need bricks, but we do need, no, we need some bricks. We need a little normal, I want limestone tile. Oh, limestone. Limestone tile. What's this? Oh, just a limestone driller. We need ash, limestone, and creosote for you in an advanced foundry. Really? Well, that's a pain. Do I have that foundry on me? I always have foundry on me, but I don't. Well, how am I so thwarted? I need to interview some tile styles for what is coming. Oh, and I probably need to go get small parts. So let's just go and start our work. We should probably refill our liquid fuel if we could manage to be there. Oh, problems again. Here, it's just my stuff. We're not going to be dealing with any of this. We're not going to be building anything for a long time. No pipes. No nothing. Just decorative stuff. And it has to go to the island. It's like all the rest of this too is... Oh yeah, absolutely need to do this. Okay. In you go. In you go. Alright, so... Should probably get some more asphalt. I need the turbines though. Yeah, just all this stay here for right now. We need advanced foundry, and I guess we need a burner, which I'm not thrilled with. I'm gonna have to find a place near creosote. Now grab a ton of ash, just fistfuls of ash and fistfuls of limestone. And we'll see if I actually like what I see. And then we will automate it properly afterwards if it looks like we're going to actually use it. Right now I just want to interview the tile, you know? But, oh wait a second. I forgot to do a thing. Everyone stand still. Alright, done. I have enabled a new mod, and anyone who can spot it before it is formally revealed, you shall win points. But I shall not tell you what it is. See if you can see. A new mod has entered the chat. Alright, I've also done something very, very stupid in that I'm trying to... Oh, okay, I'm lost. I have put down all of my hands, where here I am going to be doing something with hands. So, dumb. Very dumb. Alright, so right here we got some creosote. We don't have a lot of creosote. We have a lot of sand. Oh, maybe that was okay. We don't have a lot of creosote though, so this is in fact a problem for some point. Well, I've kind of made life hard for myself, right? And this has to be powered by heat. I made life very hard for myself with my choices. So maybe we find a place that's closer to the inner factory. Then we could just go closer to the place where creosote is created. Oh, this is working. Temporarily, at least. So maybe that will shake that loose and factory will live again. So right now we are dead. Capital D, dead. Waiting for a sodium hydroxide delivery. Why do we have so little of all this stuff? Why is creosote so low? Like, you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Everyone is chugging along here. How is it these distillation columns aren't going 24/7? Can't vent hydrogen. I don't think I'm equipped to fix this problem right now. Oh, why are we flowing in? Looks like this doesn't... Why would we underflow this way? Looks like we gotta overflow this way instead. I guess that's what we do. Greater than 80. There. That probably makes its way to a burner somewhere, right? Alright, this is kicked up again. Uh-oh, gonna sneeze. Ah, I saved you all in time. Alright, so maybe that fixes something, maybe it makes everything worse. Is this old enough that I have an ash line here? We have wood right there. We don't have any belt, which is a... I have not thought this through. Here, where's my foundry? Where did I put the foundry? Right there. If we can put this here, we can put that there. Did I make the burner already? Okay. No, I already had made the burner, so... Well... Not getting off to a strong start here. It's gonna be worse because I have to go get parts now. Alright, and then that's gotta heat up, unfortunately. And then we have to go get fistfuls of ash and limestone. And then find where the creosote is, and then go get pipes. Oh, I've just... Oh, messed myself up. So eager am I for the factory yet to come that I ran ahead excitedly without properly considering my steps. Which is, of course, how terrible things enter the world. Look at this factory. It's how it happened. It's no coincidence. So up here, we decided to further violate our principles. Do this. And then right here, and then right here. And then we will make a cute little limestone tile factory. Right there. Take that wood, begin heating up. I want you to make limestone tile. So, in and out, essentially. And now we have to find where the creosote line is, which is up here, and I don't have the pipes because, again, I am a genius. A genius. Thought ahead, saw all this coming, and then completely ignored everything. So now we need to tap into creosote. I'm just glad I didn't put the bots in the bin too. That's something like I would have done. Really? You fail me, niobium pipe. Alright, there we go. Creosote in place. Drinks a lot of creosote. Alright, go get some ash and some units of limestone. And then we will see how this goes. And see if these tiles have a use in the base. And if they do, I will automate this properly. So limestone bin right here. We will start with 3, and then we will go get a fistful of ash from the ashery. What be over here, right? It's a line for ash. Oh, this is no good. Yeah, this just needs to be fixed, right? I guess the proper thing to do is just come up here, take up this space. Grab this as well. See, I do care for this factory, even though I am going to abandon it. And it's not right here, not this one. There. It is this one. Better? Maybe. Excellent. Here we go. How is this not the answer right here? And bam. Excellent. Oh, it reaches all the way over. That's so nice. Alright, so is that good? Oh, we need more, unfortunately. Unexpected and sad. Do we have any more of these? Can we make any? Probably not. Mining drill. Oh, we can. Alright, so be it. Right there. Go. And excellent. There. That will give you... Are these slow? Are we low on power? Paranoia. Paranoia. Alright, so that is a solid belt. And this is not solid either. How did this ever work? Mining drill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just copy you and put you right there. That should be a little better, right? Alright. Anyway, getting distracted. Like, so many distractions constantly popping up, keeping me from the factory yet to come. We're gonna have to... We got bricks. We need another chunk of asphalt. We need some limestone tiles. And we will... Oh, we need some normal wall. Just normal wall, not concrete wall. Concrete wall looks terrible. I hate it. Alright, so here we go. Have stuff. Are you up to temperature yet? You need... No. Yeah, you are in fact not up to temperature. And what's your 10 limestone each? So I'm not making much. Go get more limestone, I guess. I mean, limestone is just water, and water is free. It doesn't even cost power, which is, you know, something I wonder about late at night. How do the water pumps work? There we go. And we'll set this part up. I wonder if we were low on sand castings anywhere, because it was not being produced at a proper rate. No. Found my way back here, and this is going pretty strong. Hopefully it'll work its way through this backlog at some point. It'll probably take like 4 hours to do that. But the answer looked like fixing Coke and adding another dinosaur. Oh, I should check in. Check in. Check in right here. Still good? Switched over chlorine, still living chlorine life. Great. Alright, so we have some tile. It's nice looking. You'll come with me. Use a little more, though. Oh. Here. Helpies, he says. Helpies. There you go. I just want a sampling of this stuff. Not a huge amount. It's probably enough for me to be able to tell, right? You know what I'm talking about. Of course you do. Alright, so asphalt. Asphalt is a lone box standing by itself over in this area. Right there. Asphalt. Not sure if it's used for anything anymore. I think that's it. I think it's time for some surveying work. We'll be back. Alright, so I really don't want to hit the energy drink for this. So down to one tile. Now, the proper thing is, of course, siting the new factory properly. It must be laid down at precise geographic coordinates that will bring it in harmony with the rest of the world. And this is the main line right here. This is what I'm deciding I'm going to set everything up. The edge of this. So I never really completed the grand bus like I wanted to. But oh, I gotta really should get the anti boots, you know? Let's put a couple lines here. We're going to be very careful about this. Eventually all this will be ripped up. None of this is going to survive. So scared. Looking over all this stuff. All this stuff will be ripped up and will just be to clear a path forward so I can rocket down from one factory to another. You know, when you want to. It'll happen less and less as time goes on. So right there. Right there. Okay, we're good. Probably just do this, right? Okay, now we're on the crude oil line, which will have to be moved. That's fine. We have so much decorative Factorio stuff to do. Straight through this thing will move. No. Careful, careful, careful. Careful, careful, careful. Just draw a line straight through. It is ugly, but in time it will be okay. Alright, so here we are. All of this stuff will get out of the way. Oh, I didn't get any wall. I should go get that now. Because I have to recheck this anyway. Alright. You guys can no longer exist. Congrats. You have ascended to the final level. Non-existence. Turret level Buddha. Alright, so right there. Take that, please. Alright, gotta check this line. Go in. Get a whole bunch of normal wall. Alright, this does call for an energy drink. Oh, now we have the full, everything's going. Full lime, double line, dinosaur in here, 2 things Coke. We should be full up. No, we're not full up here. This is a problem. So we're not really going yet. We're just mostly going. And then sodium hydroxide here should be cranking, right? No, it is not cranking. Cranking is not occurring. We don't have enough slaked lime, possibly because we're no longer turning shells directly into slaked lime. I want to say that's almost certainly the problem I'm experiencing. Which just says, go get more shells. This is probably horrible. I'm not even going to look at that. We need normal wall, please. Thank you. Probably a little more, right? For full line. Alright, so now we got to go check our edge. Make sure that we are doing this nice and nice and nice and straight. Key, of course, is multiple measurements. Because any single measurement could be made by a moron. Has anyone spotted what the mod is yet? It's not ore eraser. Has anyone spotted what the mod is yet? Let's go this way. See, I've already off because of the belts. I really must get that anti-belt equipment. Why didn't I just do this the entire time? The ore eraser would be a little useful right this second. Not gonna lie. I have some regrets. There we go. Okay, so this is good, so it's good. I may or may not have done a good job here. If it is off by one, I will cry so hard. And then pretend it was the plan all along. It was the destiny for the factory yet to come to contain a flaw at its core. We must always be striving for a newer, more perfect factory, and thus the perfect factory can never arise. As I ram myself into a tree, I should get more grenades. Well, it's a little late now, isn't it? As we cower north, we are going to make a grand walkway south. This is one of the center lines of the new factory right here. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I definitely need more grenades. Boom. We will dress this properly. What is this thing? What is this thing? Up and up and up. Gonna have to. There's just gonna be an echo side happening here soon. Up and up and up and up. So much space. There is obviously no way I could ever fill this space, right? Obviously. Actually, a little surprised I'm still going. Alright, so where am I? Ah, almost there. There is the level. That's where we have to reach. Then we will clear a space, and we will begin our true business. The reason why we came here. Okay, right there. Up. And here. We have made it. Alright, so this is the area. The foundation of the new factory. Is there anything else that needs to be grenaded? All these things? Actually very clear. Fortuitous. Providential. It's almost as if this is meant to be. So, here we are. Not quite in the shadow of our glorious weaponry. We've drawn a line straight up here. Yeah, it's this thin one right here. And then we'll get rid of all the competition. So the quote-unquote main spine of the factory right here will link up to the southern road from the square. Alright, so now we got a A smarter person would have sized this out beforehand. I did not. We're just going to put down what I'm going to call the main square. This is the foundation of the factory. And we're just going to rough out a passage north. This is not permanent. Nobody get excited. Except for that guy. You can get excited. Real excited about cliff explosives. Alright, gonna need more of those. So, what mod did I make? So this is the center of my new factory. As I've mentioned a couple times before, the factory will be divided into 4 quadrants. Up in here is going to be material processing and sorting. Processing is the wrong word. This is material sorting up here. This will separate out secondary products from primary products and make sure everything has a proper overflow. All materials should pass through material sorting. Then up here in the upper left, this is going to be the mall. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to properly make every single building in the game in an automated fashion, and once I am up and going with the basics, I should never handcraft anything ever again. So that vow isn't quite in place yet, but it's coming. So down here in the lower left, this will be material processing is probably the best way to put it. It's going to be all the ore stacks. So like from like right here straight on over as far as it has to go. I will pave the sea. I will do whatever I have to do. I will push west as far as I need to have every material stack over here. If we look here and I just kind of estimate with my fingers, everything I have can fit with what my ambitions are, but then I'm going to have to pave the sea, which I will do happily. Which leaves this last quadrant right down here, the 4th quadrant. This is going to be assembly and material components. Like all the secondaries are going to be made down here. And so we're going to have buildings I'm going to put in. There's going to be a building here to monitor everything. There's going to be a building up here that's going to hold all of the mall materials. It's going to be automated with bots to bring everything to this one building. So if I ever need something, I go to this warehouse. Down here is going to be science. I'm going to put all the science machines right here so I can look at them. And right here, I don't know what goes here. It's going to be a building without a purpose. Maybe some kind of trophy room. But anyway, while I thought this was all very nice, and I enjoyed this whole concept, I thought we needed a good centerpiece. And I played around with a lot of ideas. I tried using some of the pixel art mods in order to draw something nice, but that didn't work because the pixels in Factorio are just enormous, and you have to individually declare each color, which is difficult. I tried a lot of stuff, but I eventually made my own mod where I made some decorative objects here. I made decorative objects for all the Pyanodon logos, and a special one for the center, which I will now show for you. I made all these things. It's from refined concrete, a little time in Photoshop. So you take one of these. This is coal processing. It's the pie coal processing decoration. And you just you throw it down on refined concrete. And it looks nice. It's like this little decal you can put on. And then everyone, without any shadow of doubt, will understand that you are playing Pyanodons. As if it was at all in question. It's like, here, there's the hard mode one. That's a very special one. We all love the hard mode. And then like, this one right there, you see? Just all the same graphics. I'm going to publish this mod. Pretty much exactly what I want. They interact correctly with the constructors and deconstructors. They're blueprintable. Quite happy, but we needed a centerpiece still, which is the big one. And this is the center of my base, friends. This is the foundation stone of the factory yet to come. So now I just have to fiddle around with this, center it properly, trim down all the rest, and have a nice, we're going to have walkways coming out at all the cardinal directions, and try to fit it in all nice. So I think what we need is like something like this. It's a imbalanced logo is the problem. You know, it's up in the upper right and it's down in the lower left, so the center is weird. But we're gonna have to do something, or we're gonna have to pick up all this. All those guys are gonna be on the walkways. So, oh, I probably shouldn't have been so enthusiastic about this, right? Because now I have to pick it all up because it is not right. We have to ask ourselves how much of a border we want around this, how much of a border we want around the walkways. We have to think about the values of the factory and what we want to say to the world. It can't all be artillery. It has to be great art as well. There's artillery, which is the lesser art. And then there's, you know, true art, like the Pyanodon's logo. And, you know, the workings of the factory, turning base earth into complex constructions, which can then, you know, also become artillery. So this is roughly square, right? Roughly square. Maybe shave you down by one. It's imbalanced, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say conclusively. Give me outpost. I'm trying to measure. This is probably a terrible way to measure. Here, let's do it this way. 2, 3, there. 3 out. 1, 2, 3. So yes, that is centered like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is baseline centered. Then we can do this. And so now, if that's one, do we want to move it? We probably want to move this over a couple tiles because we're hanging off too high. This too much on this side. So let's move it over 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. So we should probably just cut and paste. And the bots will do it. This gives a implied walkway distance of like so, right? No, it's too far. There. And this is a pretty good grand walkway. I can't say I hate this, but the prime determinant on the width of walkway is going to be but one thing, and that is how does it look with the little logos? Because we want to give, see, this is what we were proposing to do, and this is already looking too chunky to me. So we're going to back off a little bit of what we did. We're going to pull this over. That, of course, means shave 2 off here. So we have a bit of a thinner walkway. Yeah. So I think we're going to have to go thinner still. Let's try it. It isn't looking right to me. Move you over 1. Shave off 2 of these, right? That's how it goes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good. So that is good. That is good. This is looking all right. So if I put a lesser logo in the center here, uh-oh. This is something, well, no, that's centered. If I put a lesser logo right here, right? That's decently centered, right? Right? That's okay. All right, I kind of like these proportions right here. This size of walkway with this, I mean, this is pretty much the minimum size of walkway right here because it has a nice little border on the side and it's in the middle. it's properly centered in the middle. So this looks like what it has to be. Now we have to talk about borders. I was getting all of this other stuff. Oh, that's not going to work at all, is it? This takes precedence. Limestone tile takes precedence over refined concrete. All right, good to know. I was thinking maybe we were going to have a nice border around the edge of a different texture, you know? Maybe we do just raw bricks. That's not terrible. It's going to have a little speed bump whenever I cross one, but it's still not terrible. How's concrete look? Just normal concrete? Kind of like that. Ooh, which one do I like better? Bricks or concrete? I like how this has like a different, adds dimensions to it, you know? Makes it look like we have a step. And we have that same thing here. It's a little different. Which do I like more? I think we're probably going to go with the bricks. Even though it's more of a speed bump. Yeah. So I have to go get a lot more bricks. Bricks are going to become building material. Normal concrete. So, goal we're going to do is going to be something like this. Right, and this is going to be the walkway for the factory. And let's make sure we're nice and centered. That goes there. That goes there. Keep in mind, we don't just turn native resources into much, much, much more useful native resources. We also create great art. How we do things is most of the reason why our society is so much more, not superior. Superior is not the right word, but it definitely sounds like superior. It rhymes. Can I do this? Oh yeah, nice. Okay. I'm still probably going to run with very long straights, you know? In fact, we're probably just going to do that right now. We're going to get ourselves a little taste of this. I'm going to need bricks on hotkey. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Like that, and like that. Okay. So now we have to start talking about buildings I want to put in place. The 4 main buildings. Like I said, science will be one, the warehouse will be the other, monitoring will be a third, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this 4th, but I'm going to put it in for... Is this correct? Yeah, it is correct. And it just looked weird for some reason. You know, sometimes your eyes just can't do measurements. Just like my brain can't do numbers and my tongue cannot do words. So we do like little logos right here. I'm just gonna, this is not the right spacing. I'm just freestyling this. Just no one pay attention to the spacing. They're too close together and they're irregular spaced. But I'm gonna put together a proper canonical, oh, this one's much bigger than the others. Probably a good idea. I made the walkway exactly this size then, right? This is worst logo. It doesn't translate very well. I probably should have cleaned it up a little bit. Made it less techy and more logo-y. I can redo the graphics if I have to. But that one's nice. It's one of my favorites. And that's out of line, I think. No? Yeah, it is. Yeah, there we go. It's in alignment, but it looks like it's out of alignment. I might have to recenter some of these guys that don't have a big top to them, you know? Like this one in particular, it's drooping down pretty far. It looks off-centered. I'll have to go address that. Like this guy though, That guy's centered. All right, yeah, so the industry logo right here is the one that is causing the most problems. I will correct that. And once I'm happy with all this, and if anyone cares, I'll put it up on the mod portal and anyone can add this to their Pi experience. So this is looking decent. I don't like how the concrete is so dark right here. I'm pretty sure if I pull it all up, I won't get a new set. No, I did. Totally did. Wait, this is a cloud, isn't it? I'm fighting a cloud. Engineer yells at clouds. Alright, so now we have to discuss the alignment of the buildings. So the corner of the building can go right here, like so, or the corner of the building can go right here, like so. You see the difference, right? These will be two buildings that are cuddling close to the north-south. These will be two buildings that are cuddling close to the east-west. And which do I want? The determining factor here is going to be in the windmills. Windmills. This has to be. Should probably have used bots to pick these up. Windmills are nice. I'm going to build the entire factory around windmills. So this is the configuration for... Here, what's happening if I do this? Oh, for one, I can't. Oh, nice. They can share airspace like this. I didn't plan this. Here, can we do it any... Can we move it any closer? Yeah, we can move it one tile closer. Alright, so... Almost perfect. Not really. We're gonna, for right now at least, we're gonna have to have a power pole going somewhere. I don't want wires crossing the walkway. So we'll have to do something like this. And then we'll have a specific crossing point somewhere. Where is the absolute furthest extent? It's like right there and right there. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Are the poles on a layer below the windmill? Oh, that's not right. That has to be looked at. That's a bug. I'll probably fix that one. But for right now, yeah, I definitely have to fix that at some point. That point is not today. I kind of want to have the power poles to be right there for consistency. I want them to be compact units, and this sticks up. It's like that, like that. That might... I'll fix it later with... Yeah, I want it to be consistent like this, but I will fix it later with substations when they are available. So now, just kind of run this way. What? Yeah, we can't do that. What are you talking about? You crazy, man. So is this actually minimum distance? Did we do it right? Yeah. So that's minimum distance. And now we can do, here, pick this up, please. Pick all these things up. We can make a unit of walkway. Build it anyway. There we go. And we can just copy the same thing on this side. Why are the wires connecting? Oh, because I'm not. They're mirrored. Go. Now we have that example. We just say do it anyway. Alright, so this is... No, I do not like it. I do not like the lines going across the windmills. Now is the hour of aesthetics. So where's the best place to put this? One step behind, of course. Bottom right corner. I like that line a lot better. Alright, so that's a good idea. So we'll do that. Still need to fix that graphics bug though. I will go and I will look at that at some point. Alright, so this is the main walkway unit. This pattern will be repeated over and over and over again. The logo density is too high. I'm going to have to bring that down. Yeah, I got to fix that. Got to do quite a bit, but I'm happy about this. Like, would I be happier if it was a little off center? Should I adjust the center point of this a little more? I don't know. This looks fine. Looks fine. Taking all artistic critiques. If anyone has any opinions, speak in the comments. And I will make additional graphics and I will make additional everything if requested. Alright, so that's pretty good. And so the question is this corridor on north-south or is this corridor on east-west? And I think it has to be on north-south because this is like the grand walkway from the old to the new, and I want to promenade between my my new power source. So what? Somewhere we're gonna put crossovers, just not here, out of sight. All right, so if we have made that decision, well, I suppose we could do both, right? Should we do both? We should probably do both. We should almost certainly do both. Did anyone ever think about just doing both? Here, let's see how that looks. If we then take a... Well, no, we'll need like a special one right here. To represent midway. Because like, we'll have this right here, right? Obviously. Want to be closer? Is that maximum close? It's like right there. Then right there. Does that look weird? No, that doesn't look weird. That's fine. So, do we just not have any really close and we just get them as close as possible? That's an interesting idea. Let's test that out. Logos be gone. You guys are going to be getting in my way right here. So let's see if we move these like right here-ish. That sets that up right there. You just gotta be picked up, excuse me. I'm gonna need a lot of wind turbines. Then we do it again, like so. Where can we put it? And we have to, oh, it's a square, which is a problem. So this is kind of maximum close. I want to say we want to move this down by 1. Great. Right there, right there. Pick up these logos. And this means we can move this one over by 1, right? No, because of square. So this is really maximum close right here. And we can't get any closer because of square. And so now we have to ask ourselves, does this make us happy? Because we're not seeing the wind turbines right on top anymore, but they are kind of evenly spaced. And I think we could probably find something else to do with this space right here. So I think even spaced is going to carry the day here. So we have to just make sure that we have equal spacing between the walkway and the unit, which right now we do not have. Like, not even close. This is 3 tiles closer than this is. So 3 is an uncomfortable number. It does not divide. And we cannot really move this any closer because of square airspace. So it does say that that just has to move back. So this just needs to go down by 2, and then we'll remeasure. There we go. So something like this. So I'm going to come through right here a lot. This is also solving the problem of how to align the buildings. The building's corner will be right here, and so there's no need to have them offset in any way. Probably going to have limestone floors, though. Limestone floors look good. So, I don't think this looks terrible, but we're going to have to measure, right? Always measure. Right there. See, it's off by 2. So, but it looks right, though. And isn't that more important? Like, it's because of the height of the turbine. So what do I do? Do I make it actually right, or does it look right? The architect will definitely say, make it so that it looks right. So let's just take a look at what that's going to look like. Right there. The engineer says make it actually right. The architect says make it look right. Alright, so yeah, this does look different. This looks like these are too far back now, even though they're not. To my eyes, anyway. Yeah. Alright, I liked it better how it was before. So it's going to be slightly offset, but that's just because of how the graphics work. And hopefully this never comes back to bite me. Yep. That's going to be our hope. 1, 2. There we go. And the wires connect like this naturally, so it gives a nice angular way to everything looking. Alright, so good, right? Now, here, let's there we go. Copy you and put that right there as a measuring stick. And then copy all these happy boys. Get in my pockets, please. And right there, I think. Right there. There. I think that's the one. Alright, so we will look at this. Yeah. We'll try to make sure we have everything centered. We'll do the other side as well, of course. Good. And then copy, paste. Yeah, that's correct. And grenades, grenades for days, grenades everywhere. Okay, nice. Take these guys and we bring them over. Right there is the closest place they can fit. Now we just have to sit back and breathe a little bit. Decide whether or not what we have made is good. Because this is the last chance we're going to get to fix it. So if we're playing like this. I mean, I think this looks pretty neat. Zoomed out. The more zoomed out you are, the neater it looks. I like how this line for the power poles. Oh, you aren't connected. Ooh. Because those aren't centered. Do I change this? I don't think there is a real center on these guys. You know? I think that's, there's a even number of tiles. Is that in line? Yeah, it's in line. Alright, so... and then pull all these back, right? That's dead center. Alright, so odd number of tiles, never mind. So am I doing this right? Yeah, that's clearly right. Okay. This is better. Much better. It still connects, and the wires form nice angles. Again, showing our mastery of geometry. And the aesthetic glory of our civilization, of which all others attempt to emulate. And fail, of course, but they try. Which is adorable. We must foster the less fortunate peoples of the world. Alright, so we have 4 different energy grids right now, and we'll arrange connectors somewhere further down, just not here. This area is too important. It has to be clean. I have to find proper decorations for right here. But for right now, we have to lay in corners. These buildings will, of course, be walled. This is the nearest place for it. So there's 2 questions we have to answer here. Where do we put the corners, and how big should the building be? I'm already hating how close this is, so you come back. Put a corner right there. I don't like how that isn't centered, but I'm willing to accept it. So yes, this is a good corner, I think. It's probably the best corner I could get. Really tempted to download a additional walls. I want the white spaceship walls, but it's sadly not available. It's right there, right there. There. Lay down the corners and follow the corners. One good measurement leads to many other good measurements. Alright. So, yeah, this is starting to look pretty slick. I could go for this. We will have doors right here and right here. And now the question is, can I make it symmetrical? Alright, so, the most determinist, you are dismissed. Thank you. It is quite obvious where the factory yet to come has begun. Yeah. Is this centered properly? It looks like it hangs over a little bit. Looks like it's a little not center. Are you a little not center? Oh, it isn't. That was 4, and this is 3. Ooh. Ooh. It isn't centered. Okay. We can fix it. We can fix it. We can fix it. What does this make it look not centered now, you know? Just because of the architect thing again. All right, so this is better. I'm glad I caught this. Wait, are we now off right here? Or is this determined by the wind? No, this is determined by the wind, so there's nothing to be done there. All right. Okay. So now we look at it on the map again. We can see it. No, I made it worse. This is hanging off one over. And this is flush. So the problem is the logo is unbalanced. I think I had it right before. As terrible as it to say. The nice thing is it doesn't affect anything else because so much of it, like, okay, the rigid structure holding this in place is now airflow and the spacing between them. So I can mess around with this area I want, and it has some play in it. Is this not centered? How can this not be centered? No, it is centered. Oh, it's not even on both sides. Oh, you've got little problems. So how is this working? Where have I gone wrong? All right, so that's equal, that's equal, that's equal, that's equal. But do I have to make it? Are the dimensions wrong? So right here, this is 4. Then right here, that's 5 down here. And that's, yeah, 4 to the walkway. This is 5 to the walkway. And then on this side, this is 4 to the walkway, and this is 5 to the walkway. So what we have is an even number of tiles, right? That's what this means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17. The other thing, we have an odd number of tiles. Never mind, ignore me. So, what do we do about this? Because it's going to be hard to move absolutely everything at this point. Like it would... I mean, I'll do it. I will 100% do it. These are fat corners. And this is... Oh, I bet you we're just... Our dimensions are a little off. Yeah, we have one more width than we do height. So we're not square. So this implies I should go up 1. We look really centered right now, is the thing. Like this looks dead center. I could change the graphic. Pull it up a little bit. We should probably go do... I should do that. I have control of the graphics. I will tweak it so that the graphic looks good and properly centered. Oh, do that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Angles. Angles are factory. Lost some. Feel like we have taken a slight step backwards. This has a the square is superior, I think. All right, so let's take our measurements and assure ourselves of the virtue of what we do. So like that, like that, that, and like that. So now, all right, everything is equal. Everything is nice and square. It's all nice and centered. This needs to be its center point adjusted a little bit. The center point of the graphic decal itself needs to be drug up by, I don't know, 20 pixels, something like that. Just like the problem with the industry graphic. So I will center this so that it is properly centered here. So I should not be attaching myself to too much of the vagaries of the image that I made, because as you see, there's already overrun right here and there's underrun up here. So yes, don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to the numbers. The numbers will tell you what to do. So this is a little off center for now, but that's a graphical problem I will personally fix. I don't know. I think that makes it look a lot worse with all the angles of the Pi logo. I think the classic squared off look is most appropriate. I need to do something with this space. Like this is where I would put water, essentially, if that was allowed in this mod. I should do something. I don't know. Asphalt? Asphalt just looks bad with the blurry edges, you know? It's like, no, that looks trash. I'll think of something. Maybe find a decoration mod. Maybe just colored concrete somewhere? No, that looks pixelated, and the pixels always look bad. That's what I've learned. I don't want plants or something. Water. I want a fountain. I want fountains right here. But that is not to be. All right, stop paying attention to this. Now, the two questions we had to ask ourselves about the building was where to site the corner, okay, and then how big to make it. And I think the bigness will be ultimately determined by science. Science is ultimately determined by vat brains. So right now we have this vat brain right here, which is affecting all of these guys. They're not all going because the factory is low on logi science of all things. We're not going to pay attention to that right now. But this is like really close to the optimal design, and then stack vat brains in the middle, and then another vat brain row right here, I think. So this is the design I'm going to go with, even though I kind of hate everything about this. And we'll use this to size the buildings. My God, I hate this stuff so much. Look, it's so off-centered. I have to do it so it's contained though, so we're losing so much floor space. It has to start like this in order to not suck. And then like this. Okay. And then we will find ways to get... Oh, this is going to be unfortunate because there's the door should be right here, but I guess we can do offset doors instead. And how do we get... I guess science comes in on this side right here. Or down here, something like that. Should probably be down here. God, the lab building in this mod is just so trash. Anyway, grenades. Gonna go get an ore eraser. I am not going to put up with ore being on my special fancy buildings. I'm trying to make perfectly aesthetic. So just not gonna allow it. Your request has been heard. Your request has been denied. Should probably stop doing this. I'm almost out of grenades. Alright, so what we need now is a square. So the dominant, this line right here is going to be the line. Line, comma, the. This will sketch the bounds of the building. Question is, should I do more? Because I can only lay down this building once. It's like this is the proposed dimensions. So grab you, grab you. grab you. I did something wrong. You can see it, can't you? Oh, because I'm not going from corner to corner, so that one was too far down. That's what I was seeing before. Alright, so we have now walled ourselves in. We are now safe. This is the science chamber. The only question is, am I happy with this? This will allow me to pack in, it looks like, I don't know. I need room down the bottom. Right there. This will allow me to pack in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 42 labs, a line of vat brains. Is this going to be enough to carry me forward throughout the game? I mean, maybe. I just followed maybe. I don't know. Like this is the optimal design is the thing, and then vat brains anywhere else are suboptimal. And I'm always going to be constrained on vat brain cartridges. I'm always going to have more science packs than vat brain cartridges. Then we'll just put the towers of hands, and then all the science collectors will be down here. I'll put caravans in that will pipe in all of the various science packs, and then they'll come up here and be distributed. It'll be fine. This is logistic area, and then this is that, and then yeah, this is really obvious how this works. So is this enough? I think we're gonna go with yes. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Now, big problem, right? Big, huge, hairy ball problem. There. That's about halfway. About halfway is right on this. So we're not going to be able to do doors that are perfectly aligned. So our doors have to be 6 wide like this, right? Measure, 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 measure. Yeah, and that's properly centered, and we don't need another one right over there. So excuse me, everyone. This has to be, what cannot be said must be shown. Comes from like right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Pissed. Yeah. We are centered like this. And we'll... Oh, that's awful. Oh, look how awful that is. Look how completely awful these doors are. Oh, look at this. This is a design problem right here. So how do I do this? Like, I guess I have to push the buildings back until I can find common distances. Like this entire building has to go further to the left and probably further south. So let's ask ourselves, how much further? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this has 2. So the distance is 6, so it has to go over 3, and I'm going to be willing to say it needs to go down 3 as well. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we will let our bots take care of that. While we go cut these 3 and put them there. Cut these 3 and put them there. Okay. It's helpful because there isn't a lot of actual stuff around. And this will probably all be limestone floor. All limestone flooring in the center. in the chamber where we do the science. So we had measurable drain on our batteries while we did that. All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Great work. So, I feel like I want to do narrower doors. So, bang, 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 bang. So, are we happy with this now? That is equal, and that is equal, and it's equally unequal in the center. Does this look good? Because we'll end up putting a walkway straight to here and to here. And then we'll do the same on all the sides, of course. Even though, well, all this side and this side at least. Maybe this side will have a special loading bay, essentially. So, happy with this? Happy with this? So we'll mirror this on this side. See if it works. Here, just pull it all down. Don't take the cornerstone. Take the entire wall, corner to corner. Then line it up, because you have a corner. Remember, you have the corner. Great. Alright, so does this look right? Be something like this. With a nice brick border. And limestone floor will start right there. Does this spark joy? I think this looks reasonably good. Check you. You. That's still the same. That's still the same. That's might be the same. We'll check you again. This whole line. Okay. I think this is going to be enough space for everything I need to do. Monitoring. Well, monitoring is what I was mostly worried about. But I can put a bot mall in here with all sorts of the word I'm looking for are all the chests for the logistics system. The logistics can go around here somewhere. It's gonna look nice. Let's pick all of this up. Now we have to, we have to get rid of these guys. You're now not placed properly. Not right, I say. Not right. It's a hard day for the bots. A lot of picking up and putting down. And then I will decorate all the walkways with logos sporadically. And I'll put it just in an absolutely enormous blueprint so I can properly align everything and have them all repeat in order. So it's all very orderly. We will have order. Alright, so now we have to ask ourselves where we put this up here. Because obviously keep this line. Just walk it up. But where is the other line is the real question. It's gotta be like right there. Here, bots off for a second. You guys are wasting your time. Until I'm dead certain that that's in the right place. So right here, check the corner. Oh, I shouldn't check the corners over there. There we go. So check these corners. Oh, and it's off. That's off. All right, check these corners. All right, check using this. That's corner to corner. This is off as well. Ooh. Ooh, that's good. So I'm copying all of that, and it's still over. So it needs to come, but it looks centered is the thing, even though it's not centered. Do I let the architect or the engineer rule here? Because we can bring it over by one more. But then will it look I don't think it looks any different. All right. We'll bring the whole thing over by one. Let's make sure we're doing this right again. That's perfect. And that's perfect. What am I doing? Wait, what? That goes straight to the edge. And that goes straight to the edge. Wait a second. I messed up. I messed up. That's why you measure over and over obsessively. Never having the right measurement. Never. Yeah, that goes straight to the bricks. That goes straight to the bricks. Alright, so this is in the right place. There's no problem here. Alright, so this is our measurement then. And that should be the corner right there. But that doesn't work. Because this is... Oh, maybe that needs to be pushed back a little bit. Huh. So that's how far off it needs to be. And that's definitely not what's happening right here. So, alright, let's just back out, back out, back out. Bot's back on. I was going to do that. Alright. Goal for the day are to lay out these buildings, essentially. And to get the gross layout of the factory yet to come done. And then we will go and we'll start building at the mall. That's the first thing to do. And start making all of the PC's parts, all the inserters, all of the other things. So it looks like it should be obvious that these are not spaced correctly. So let's handle that problem first, right? So there we go. There is our horizontal distance. And are we the same over here? Yes, we are the same over here. Our vertical distance is much different. We are, of course, same here, same there. Not the same here. Oh, these guys are the problem. These guys need to be moved up 3. Alright. Probably could have told that from the angle of the wires. 1, 2, 3. There we go. But I didn't. I didn't think. Alright, so now we check our angles again. Check for square. Always check and make sure you're square. So this is not good either. To make this work, we need to move them up 1 more. Do we have consensus for that? Because it's going to be the same thing down here, right? No. Well, what did I do wrong? Okay, so this is from walkway to... We have a bit of a mystery on our hands right here. A measurement mystery. Good buddies. Here. All this can go away. I don't want it screaming for me forever. Just nice, open building. Well, what is this I'm looking at? He asks, perplexed. We'll make a corner. Oh, this isn't even a prop. Oh, because I didn't grab that. Alright, we have made a corner. And we will use this corner to figure out if we have all of the windmills in the right place. We will be completely obsessive about this, because this is what we do. See, this is not working. Oh, I suppose I have to mirror it, right? So the answer is just move these guys up one. And then we have a square. It's actually square. Right. Copy again. These guys are off. Glad I did this. And yeah, this is wrong too, eh? There is something wrong. How is it? Are the arms not the same length? They aren't. It's not actually. God. I thought I had a solution. Instead, I only created more problems. No, the arms are the same length. What the hell? No, it's not the same length. I messed it up. All right, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. This, in addition to be a reason why I'm not a real engineer, it's definitely exactly why I am not an architect. All right, so actual square. Okay. Doesn't matter which way it gets rotated because it's square. I trap myself in my measurement tool. My measurement device devours me. All right, so there we go. We have our angles laid down, and as we can see, get ourselves a ruler. They are even and even and even, and our lines are aligned everywhere. All right, so that looks like a 45. That looks like a 45. Those all look like 45s. A little bit of sag on that line. All right, so this is all correct, it looks like. These guys were out of alignment. Now they are in alignment. So now what is left is to copy and paste this friendly fellow. Big H? A big V? Yeah, big V. All right, so now we have to drag you up, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're on the power poles, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So drag us up in line on the power poles, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. This is our line for this building. Why do you guys need to do the farthest ones first? I feel like that's probably just showing off. So like right here, it's a little too much. It's again a little too much. Here, we will do it properly. We will build another wall. Okay, so right there is our measurer. There, full wall. And this is off. It is off. Okay. Alright. So I thought I did good. Instead I did not do good. Well, that doesn't mean anything at all. So all of this needs to be cut. and then right there. Let's check it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an off by 1 error. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is now 6. I don't trust any of this. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Just deal with corners first. Corners are easy. Just deal with the corners, and the rest of the building I can align around the corner, right? Get a corner, get a frame. I should have listened more to my father, so on and so forth. All these things eternally true. Let's check other spacings. This spacing. This looks like it's off by 1. But that could be... That's 5. That's 5. So... What? These guys are still off. These guys need to move up by 1, even now. I'm not measuring to the same place on this square. See? God, I'm bad at this. I am so very, very, very bad at this. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is arbitrary, don't look at it. See, I'm not measuring correctly anywhere. Don't look at any of these things, they don't matter. You're not doing it right. If you're not doing it right, don't do it all. So just pull it all up. I'm sure there's drafts people watching this just shaking, possibly screaming, saying, no, no, stop, no, stop. Alright, we're going to make another corner. And we're going to prove to ourselves that we are in square. We're going to do it at a designated point this time. So it's going to be going to the bricks at the corner. So this is a common spot on every single side. So it goes to the bricks on the corner. There we go. So we're going to take our corner right here. And we're going to get, oh, this is actually really helpful. It'll catch pieces of the actual corner if I do this right. So pull that up. Put that on the actual for real corner. Are we not? We're not square. Look at this. Not square. This is too closer. Oh, it's probably been like that the entire time. So, alright. Can you move closer? No. But if I move this down by 2, then the answer is yes. So, alright. Okay. Going a little crazy here. Going just a little completely out of my mind. Trying to solve what should be a fairly simple problem. But for some reason is completely wrecking me. Just make everything nice and square. You guys have to go down by 2. Oh, it's gonna cut the wires. Alright, so now we are lost. We are lost. We can never go home. So now we're doing something a little more advanced. We are getting the entire corner here and the inner corner of the building. And it has to go right there and that has to move. And it has to go right there and that has to move. And this one's actually fine. Okay, so we'll lay that down. So our problem right here, check again that it hasn't changed on us. Yeah, That's good. Okay. That has to move up by 1 yet again. And I will move all of the... No. No, I won't. Maybe I'll move a power pole right here. You know? To have a decoration in this area. It doesn't look terrible. Really would be nice if it was in line though, which is not. So bad at this. So we do something like this. Alright, it doesn't have the angled look like before. I'm not sure I like it. So we're just going to leave that alone for right now. And we're going to try to put the corners of the building in place. And then we'll worry about other aesthetics. Too far, right there. And you, of course, are right there. Then put you at the corner, and you can't go, and you can't go. That's finally square. Why didn't I do it like this to begin with? Because I am not a very intelligent person. That is the whole of it. Alright, so that's looking better now. Now we need to get the entire building blueprint. Right here. And we want to big V. And then we just put you right there. Can help. Monkey can help. It's off. So I can get closer. Now bot's on. It's just kind of pleasant. Alright, so building 2 laid down. Copy you. Then big H. Grab some wall. Oops. Monkey can help, obviously. Monkey's good at walls. Monkey can do straight lines. Oh, not really. The engineer is well, if the engineer was any good, the engineer would not have ended up on this planet. So one more time. So right here we want probably don't even just rotate it. Just flip, just rotate. Okay, good. And just kind of help out by being the firm pylon around which everyone else runs around. Don't know what this room is for. This room is for something. Alright, so we are now kind of at the end of what I'm going to do today, right? So let's get rid of you. Get rid of that. We have reasonable assurance everything is properly square now. Reasonable assurance that everything looks correct. Right? Looks very Roman, I have to say. Yeah, this is off center. And I'm gonna make it so it is. So it's like, it looks proper where it is, but it needs to be brought up a little bit and needs to be brought over a little bit. Maybe. Something like that. Brought up a little bit, definitely. Then that works, and that works. Kind of miss the big connection between them. Maybe I'll put big power poles there, even though they don't look nearly as nice. Or maybe something like each building has that. Like, that's not terrible. Putting it inside might cause me problems, but for right now it looks pretty cool. Gives that nice angle all around. I'll have to do something in the center here. Like maybe, I don't want to put the crossovers anywhere on the screen. The crossovers will happen further down and then connect all these different grids together. And I think we're pretty much done. I want to figure out what to put here. What do you put here? Gun turrets? No. Like, those just look bad. Maybe I should just leave it open until I have some inspiration. So, what are the next steps? Obviously, we got to put limestone. Don't know if I want to put these inside the buildings. That just seems flawed to me. Maybe like in here, just closer, and then over. Definitely has to be something with the wires, I think. So like move it closer like this. So you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That has some appeal to it, doesn't it? Yeah. And something like that, you know? It also looks kind of wasteful, so I don't know. I will figure it out. I do think it looks kind of barren right now. I mean, it's a very nice plaza. Needs the logo aligned. And the logos in on the walkways are going to look pretty good, except for that one. That one's kind of hopeless. Like this one, that's a good logo. That one's too busy. Like a lot of the later logos, I think, were made by someone who might not have had the same level of like printmaking skills as the first ones. Like that's still pretty good. It's getting a little busy, but it's still good. That one's great. This is my favorite of them all. Maybe I need more decorations here, like little stars or something. I don't know. I have to think about it. Taking suggestions. Anyone who has suggestions, I am willing to listen. Okay, so plans. Obviously I have to put the flooring in. Obviously I have to clean up all the lines around because they can't stay. But boom. Should probably build the grand walkway down. Should probably fix the graphic on that so it's properly centered here. I'll test all the lines again later, just not now. Gotta fix that so it's not so depressed. Not sad, but too low in the frame. And I think we're good. I think this is probably a good place to wrap up. I'm gonna drag this all the way south though. Oh. Alright, there we go. Let's take this as south can go. Till I run out of refined concrete. You begin to understand why I was so concerned about having refined concrete. And out. I'll have to get more. We're gonna need a lot more. What are these things doing here? And then we can add in bricks. We'll have to go get a bunch of bricks. Limestone tiles, definitely correct for the insides of buildings. And this is a big, nice walkway so that when I'm just out of my mind on energy drink, I'll be able to just scream down it, just essentially teleport between bases. I will ultimately want it to make it so that I have a clean walkway straight to the bottom of the current base. So that I can get from one end of my domain to another very, very, very quickly, even when things are a little twitchy. How about that? Here, I guess I am going to finish this thing off. I'm going to go get more. This is all too close. Time for more refined concrete. More refined concrete, more bricks. Let's go. Ah, factory. Science is going, kinda. Then after that, we have to get the next level refinings of everything. Now start making those. I have to get the buildings first, so the mall has to go into place before anything else. Where's my brick factory over here? I need you, brick factory. That's probably enough. And I can get rid of all this other stuff I picked up. All this refined concrete comes with me. And I probably need to set up a limestone tile maker. I'm not sure how much I'm going to like it. Maybe I'll just floor it with normal concrete for the difference. Or maybe I don't. I should check in and look at sodium hydroxide while I'm here. Let's see how it's doing, you know? We'll look at the machines. You like looking at machines, right? That's why you're here. So, as of right now, we have a stream, but not a solid stream. And we still have a substantial line. Not as deep as it was before, but this isn't even a full belt. So, I feel like I might need to process so 2 lines of coke is entirely reasonable. Like, I feel like I might have need to process shell lime into slaked lime. Because now the lime situation is completely satisfied. Oh, but we're out of shells. So I have arrived just at the final moments of this. You, Shellasaur, you are halfway full. So these are the good times, not the actual for real times, which are coming. Because now we're gonna have to start making lime out of coke soon, and that's just bad. This is not how you want to live your life. But we are going full steam ahead on acetylene. That means all sorts of slaked lime being made. But anyway, don't pay attention to this. None of this matters. What matters is the next factory. It's only 5 science per minute, and that's off Logi science, I guess? The hole in my heart is Logi science? I don't really believe that. Need Sarcoris. We need substrate. We need... yeah, okay. And we need sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide for substrate. So it's the same problem we had before, moved onto a slightly different surface. And none of the substrate's getting through, huh? It's all getting picked up. So I'd piggybacked a little bit. Maybe I should upgrade these to level 2 machines. Or, you know, allow it to vent completely. So this problem's going to sort itself out in time. Well, no, I should probably pay attention to it, just not right now. I'm going to finish making this walkway, and then I am going to wrap up. This is going to be a very succinct wrap up today, because I did but one thing. I want to say I did it well, but... oh, I should have gotten more grenades, because I'm going to need them. Nope. Have to be careful. Laying refined concrete on energy drink is a little tricky. So you can overshoot yourself. There we go. Okay, good. Then like all this comes up. This gets ripped up. And this just goes away. Right there. We should probably even be a little nice. Do this. even though we don't have to. It's the things you do because you don't have to that define who you are as a person. Alright, so now we need just a line of bricks on the side to make it look nice. And I'm not going to bother stimming up for this because I'm afraid of what it does to me. It turns me into a different person and not a better one. Grenades. Love that sound. Okay, get rid of you thing. Green leafy menaces. Then, oh, you guys too. You guys want to join the grenade club. No problem. I'm doing this wrong though. Now I'm energy drinking. Alright, so there we go. Pull this straight up. Now, in the beginning, there will be a bit of a connection between the base that is and the base that is yet to come. And that's just going to be in the form of donations. I'm going to be setting up the mall right here. This is going to have like it's going to have all of the materials coming in on caravans right here. Just small caravans, not big caravans, aerial caravans. And then up in here will be the mall area. And I'm going to have I'm going to use the sushi belt style, which is something I haven't tried before. There we go. Something has arrived, friends. That looks good. This looks good. I'm very pleased with how all this worked out today. I should probably be like taking day-by-day screenshots or something. But we're going to have periodic walkways going around everywhere, and they're all going to be lined with wind turbines, and there's going to be logistic veins going between everything. It's going to, again, wind turbines, and the base is going to not really power itself, but it's going to have a substantial discount against normal operations. So, all right, I am done for the day. What did I do today? Well, it was very simple. I laid out this. You may think that doesn't look like a lot, but I didn't know what I was doing beforehand. I still don't know what I'm doing, but it's done. All of the lines appear right. All of the spacing appears right. I have checked and rechecked them obsessively. It looks fine here. Nothing's leaking out on me except that the main logo is off-centered, but that's a necessity of the item. I should probably work out like a schema for the logos going up and down now. But I'm gonna go get an ore eraser. I'm gonna erase all this. This doesn't belong. And we will do something really nice. Next few episodes are going to be tiling this over, of course, and then starting to build out the mall. Like I said, resource aggregation is going to be right here. A sushi belt comes through here, and we're going to start making factory basics. Gonna make red belt. Gonna make stack inserters, fast inserters. The other inserter that I've never made, I'm gonna have to pipe in the liquids somehow. Not pipe in, but barrel in. And there's going to be caravans running back and forth, servicing all of this. However, those caravans will fall away as more production gets relocated up here and built properly with higher level buildings, boosted by modules and so forth. So all of that is coming. None of that is here. So good play session, I think. And I'm done. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.